All right, today we're going to pull apart a really fascinating modern myth called the Codex of the Five Worlds. And in doing that, we're actually going to uncover some of the ancient blueprints that we, all of us, use to make sense of our reality. So let's just dive right in. I mean, why do we do this? It seems to be this fundamental human thing, right? This impulse to create these giant cosmic maps to figure out our place in the universe. From ancient scriptures to, the deepest lore of comic books, we are just constantly building worlds. So the big question is, where do the blueprints for these stories even come from?
Okay, so our first blueprint is all about climbing the ladder of reality. It comes from this mysterious ancient belief system that offered more than just salvation. It promised a hands-on method for getting a little control over our own existence.
We're talking about Sethian Gnosticism. And for them, this was not some abstract idea. It was a practical, transformative path. The key to the whole thing was something called gnosis, which is really just a fancy word for knowledge, a special, secret knowledge that they believed you could get through a very specific and powerful ritual. We actually found this in an old text called the Trimorphic Protonoia. It describes this 5-step immersion in what they called living water. But get this, it wasn't just symbolic. For the people doing it, this was a literal procedure for the soul. Think of it like a series of spiritual upgrades, each one designed to push you to a higher and higher state of being. And I mean, listen to the promise in this quote. Whoever knows them will not taste death. That is a massive claim. It's a way to literally transcend mortality. So this first blueprint, it's all about a structured, step-by-step climb to becoming divine. It's basically a cheat code for hacking the system of life and death. All right, let's move on to our next blueprint. Now, if the first one was about climbing a ladder, this one is about drawing a map, a complete map of the entire cosmos. It's about that deep human need to find some kind of order in all the chaos. This one comes from Islamic mysticism, and it lays out this incredible cosmic hierarchy. It's like a set of 5 nested realities, kind of like Russian dolls. You start down here, in our physical world, then the suit, and you go all the way up to Hahut, which is the pure, unknowable essence of the divine. It's a grand, layered map of literally everything. And here's where it gets really interesting. This blueprint is built on a fundamental tension, a total opposition between the divine and the human. Lahat versus Naset. They are 2 completely separate layers of reality. So unlike that Gnostic ladder we just talked about, this isn't a path you can climb. It's just a map of what is, a description of the cosmic order, period. Okay, so we've had climbing a ladder and drawing a map, but what if there's a third way? What if instead of all that, you could just make a deal? A deal to tear the whole system down and remake it exactly how you want it. This blueprint taps into our fascination with ambition and our fear of where it can lead. And you know this story. We all do. Our third blueprint isn't a system, it's a story, the Faustian bargain. It's that timeless, powerful archetype of trading your soul, that essential piece of you, for ultimate power, forbidden knowledge, you name it. And this story is so powerful because it's not just about magic and demons, right? It taps into a very real temptation to trade something essential for just the illusion of greatness. And as this quote shows, it's a bargain that always, always comes with a devastating price tag, whether it's for one person or for an entire country. So there we have it, our 3 ancient blueprints. You've got a structured path to becoming a god, a layered map of the cosmos, and a transformative bargain that can shatter reality. Now, let's see what happens when you smash them all together. These ancient ideas, you can think of them as the archetypal DNA of storytelling. They are the fundamental building blocks for the really complex stories we tell ourselves today. And that, of course, brings us right back to where we started, the Codex of the Five Worlds. So what's really crucial to get here is that these aren't just separate, dusty old ideas from a history book. No way. They are powerful, interlocking parts that storytellers use to build brand new mythologies. Stories that feel epic and, at the same time, deeply, deeply personal. So the Codex takes that layered cosmic map, that 5-world structure, but it gives it this terrifying new twist. The goal isn't to understand reality, it's to collapse it, to force it into a 5th world, a single totalitarian reality. This is the Gnostic desire for ascension, but it's been corrupted into this chilling thirst for absolute control. to create a universe where every single being is just an extension of one person's will. So what kicks off this cosmic war? You guessed it, a bargain. The catalyst is a being named Faustus, who makes a deal with a sentient steampunk machine called the Chrono Reaper. And this is a totally modern Faustian bargain. He's not just trading his soul, he's trading his biology, fusing his body with technology to achieve a kind of mechanical perfection and gain the power to literally rewrite reality itself. So, you see, the stories we tell ourselves, they're never really new. They're built from these ancient blueprints, our deepest desire to ascend, our need to map the cosmos, and our terrifying willingness to bargain it all away for power. Which kind of leaves us with one last lingering question. In our own world, what contracts have we already signed?